Hello everybody, good evening, welcome to the United Stands. I'm Mark Goldbridge and this is your FC Porto versus Manchester United watch along. I hope you're all ready for this. Obviously, massive game for Manchester United. And let's get the team news up on the screen straight away. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I just think one of the things about this whole will Ten Hag get sacked or not, it's quite liberating. I think, honestly, some people probably have been holding back. I think whether we're in the last days of Ten Hag or whether the club are going to grow a pair, stick with him, stick with the vision, or whatever you want to call it, I think it's quite liberating, isn't it? Because if he gets the sack on Monday, why not say what you think now? I don't like this team. I'll be honest, I don't like this team. And look, I'm fed up of being sort of bullied into, you've got an agenda if you don't like certain team selections. I'm bored of it. Like, if we can't say what we think, what's the bloody point? At the end of the day, say what you think. If people don't like the channel, we'll end up with 100 people watching. We've got 3,000 at the moment. Maybe 100 people will watch because they don't like it. But you can't not say, I'm bored of it. I'm bored of not saying what I think. Because, I've sort of protected this manager, protected this team. Because I think it's for the betterment of Manchester United to do that. But I look at this now, we're in the last knockings of this tenure for Ten Hag. I don't like his team. I don't like the team he's picked. I don't agree with it. I absolutely hope it works because there's never been a part of me that doesn't want Manchester United to win a game of football. So, look, I've seen plenty of teams I don't like. I was at a game at Old Trafford a few years ago with Mourinho. And I saw the team news came in and I went, fucking hell. I don't even get to many games and he's picked a right shite team. And that was the game where Herrera man-marked Hazard and we won. And it was great. Obviously, I just want Manchester United to win. That's the bottom line. And, that's never going to change. And I'll underline this by saying I hope Ten Hag gets it right. And I hope that Porto are shit. And I hope that we win because we do need to win. But I don't like the team. I don't like it, and I'm not going to lie anymore. I don't really... You know why I don't like the team? It's not even about individuals. It's nothing to do with individuals. I just don't understand what he's doing. I don't understand his vision. I just don't understand it. Bruno Fernandes got sent off against Spurs. All right, it was rescinded, but, he starts. Agate's been bought for £60 million, straight out the team. Casemiro's back in. Cost us the win against Liverpool. Confusing. Garnacho didn't do anything wrong against Liverpool. Didn't bottle a 50-50 challenge that led to the goal from Van der Ven. Garnacho's out, Rashford's in. I don't get what this manager is trying to show to us. I look at that team and I go straight away, if it wins tonight, that's not the fucking team that's going to keep him in a job. I look at it and I go, that's not the team that's going to keep you in a job, mate. That is just whatever fucking team you've picked for tonight. And I don't know what the vision is. I don't get it. I don't know what you're doing. Eriksen back in a holding midfield 2 again. Eriksen in a holding midfield 2 with Casemiro. That's 2 years ago. That's his midfield that got him 3rd place 2 years ago. And we're back to that again. This is the last knockings of what we saw with Ollie. This is what we saw with Ollie. He goes back to what he can trust. And if you're picking what you can trust, you're basically, you're on your last knockings, mate. I'm confused by that team. I don't know why Garnacho's on the bench again. I really don't understand that at all. I mean, if you ever had an opportunity to drop Rashford, and I'll just beware for a moment because the Rashford brigade will start saying in its agenda, if Rashford scores a hat-trick tonight, thank God. He's turned up. But he bottled a 50-50 challenge against Van der Ven that ruined our whole game. And he's straight in the team again. And Garnacho's out of the team. I don't even blame Rashford. Why is it about Rashford? It's about the fucking manager. Why is he picking Rashford again? Like, what? So he can hit a long ball over the top? He's not going to create anything, is he? He's not going to skip past 5 players. We're looking for a long ball over the top to counter. That's what I think we're doing. Well, I've said my piece. I hope we win. Look, I'm glad Rasmus is playing, by the way. I think that was... I see a lot of people talking about Rasmus in the chat, and I'm very happy that Rasmus is starting. I think we have missed him. I think the fact that he's been associated with the bad start to the season is incredible, really, because he's barely been fit. So I'm very, very happy that Rasmus is starting. I'm happy with the back 4. I think it's the right back four. The goalkeeper's right. Midfield confuses me. And, you know, starting Rashford confuses me, if I'm completely honest. I've never known a player in our history that just gets to start every fucking game, no matter what, no matter how bad he plays or how well he... I mean, the ironic thing about Rashford is we dropped him when he was playing well, and now we're picking him again when he was playing shit. I don't get it. I don't get it. La Family says it's time. Mark, just say it's time for Ten Hag to go, mate. I think he's gone on Monday. I've said that to you before. I don't need to do Ten Hag in, Ten Hag. Why have they got Samuel Luckhurst on TNT Sports? Oh, for fuck's sake, that's going off. 8 o'clock, I'll turn it back on again. Fucking hell. You've got that moron on TNT. Fuck off. Oh my God. I'm going home. Forget this. It's getting worse. The most poisonous prat around our football club, and they've got him on TNT talking about Man United. He is toxic. He makes stuff up. Oh my God. Oh. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get some sense from it. I'm not turning it on for at least 5 minutes. Yazza says, then he picks a team which you're happy with, like on Sunday, then we lose. Says, mate, welcome to the United stand. Thanks for having an opinion. If you want it, do you want a bit? Do you want a bit, do you, Yazza? Do you want a bit? Give it. Good. I ain't interested. I'm not bothered. I don't like the team he's picked tonight. I hope it wins. That's the difference with me. I don't say I don't like the team. I'd like to have a fight with him. I don't say I don't like the team, sack him. I don't like the team. I like the team on Sunday. You're right, we lost. I don't like the team tonight. Maybe we win. I will celebrate it because I don't live my life with extremities. I want Man United to win. I don't really like the team he's picked, and I'm massively confused by it because if we win tonight and he picks that team against Villa and we win, I'll go into the international break going, I don't understand this team. This is not our best team. He's won 2 games. I mean, look, I don't know whether you've got the IQ for this, Yazza, but what I'm trying to say is, I look at that team, and if I'm Sir Jim Radcliffe, you're sacked. You're sacked, mate. We tried to sell Casemiro in the summer, and we tried to get rid of Eriksen in the summer, and now they're your holding midfield too. I've spent £60 million on Agate. He's on the bench. You're picking Casemiro and Eriksen to save your job. We tried to sell them in the summer and no one would buy them. So I've got to think about whether I'm going to keep you in a job on Monday, but you're picking midfielders that we tried to sell in the summer. Like, make it make sense. And we did try to sell Casemiro in the summer, and we did try to sell Eriksen in the summer. 100%. Absolutely nailed on. For a fact, we tried to get rid of them. No one would buy them. He's using them to save his job. I mean, what decision, you know, forget about me. What decision would you make about Erik ten Hag if in a job he needs to win to save his job, he's picking Casemiro and Eriksen? Even if he wins, you'd go, well, that can't be your team. That can't be your team. I wouldn't have minded Eriksen playing where Bruno is, but as a midfield... Look, maybe Porto are going to be shit. Look, I don't know anything about Porto. Maybe they're going to be shit. Should have gone Agate and Casemiro, says Alexander. I mean, I'm confused. I'm really confused. So, I look at the game against Spurs. We're throwing Agate and Casemiro under the bus. We're throwing Agate and Garnacho under the bus to be dropped, and Xerxes. So, Xerxes, Agate, and Garnacho are getting thrown under the bus. They're dropped. But Rashford and Bruno can start again. What a fucking surprise. What a surprise. You know, it's the same old stuff. And the best thing about that is Xerxes is one of his signings, Agate is one of his signings, and Garnacho's a kid. So you're throwing 3 people that basically are your future back on the bench, and we're going back to Rashford and Bruno again. I'm not saying I want us to win, but I am confused by that team. I'm massively confused by it. And... you know, people might say, well, this is not like you, Mark. You've been very supportive of Ten Hag. I have. But I think we all know we're on thin ice. And I'm not faking it anymore. I wasn't faking it in the first place. He's on thin ice. I'm not going to pretend it. I never have. I've never pretended. I always say what I think. It might be a bit of a shock for people, but that I don't like that team. I don't, and the reason I don't like it is not because of individuals. I don't understand it. I don't understand what you're trying to sell. You're trying to sell a vision to keep your bloody job, I don't understand the vision. I don't understand that vision. If somebody does, explain it to me. What's that vision? That midfield two will get fucking killed in the Premier League. Killed. They got no legs. You play Liverpool with that. You play Villa with that. You're going to get killed. That midfield three makes no sense to me at all. None. Lyle, thanks. Welcome to the Members Club. Playing my old Football Manager save and Phil Jones just won the Ballon d'Or playing CDM. Inbred Yeti, thank you very much. Kevin Adams says he's not got the balls to drop Rashford and Bruno. Garnacho's been our best player, yet he's on the bench again. Clueless. I tweeted it. What did I say? I was actually in the pub. I've just been out for a meal, and I tweeted it when the team... I knew Rasmus and Rashford were starting at lunchtime, by the way. People can pretend I didn't if they want, but I did. I actually tweeted, how is Garnacho not fucking starting? Look, on Garnacho, let's individualise it. I've said this a few times this season. I don't know how Garnacho's gone from being our consistently best winger last season to being a bench player. I can't correlate what's happened there. I can't correlate it at all. And the funny thing about Garnacho is his brother's on Twitter constantly backing Ten Hag. Not heard anything from any of the other players, have we? So I don't know I don't get why Garnacho is now a bench player when he was our established best winger last season. I don't get it at all. I would have Xerxes for Bruno, Garnacho for Rashford, and Agate for Casemiro, says Wolfie. Mark at the pub. Did John from the pub give any opinions on the game today, says Black Wolf. No, nothing today. It's Chuckle Vision, says Keel. Horsehead told him to pick them so he gets the job, says Five Cantonars. Sometimes when you chat rubbish, I pretend you're being sarcastic. It makes your stream so much funnier, says Marcos. Lyle, welcome to the Members Club. Thank you very much. I think Ten Hag is playing it safe, hence the team of choice, says Breach. Well, we could be playing on the counter, but look, as I said, that's why I purposely mentioned Solskjaer. Solskjaer did this at the end. Went all defensive to try and get wins. This is not going to keep you in a fucking job, mate. Defensive football is not... I mean, I've got to say, can I just say this? Why is Casemiro back in the team for Agate? It's... Look, even... I don't know whether people can get their head around this, but get your head around this, right? Why is Casemiro back in the team? We've spent £60 million on Agate. He's played one game and he's out the team, and we've gone back to Casemiro, who cost us the game against Liverpool. I don't know whether I'm the only one. I desperately want us to win, but I don't understand what he's doing. I don't understand it. Rotation, says Sam. Ro-fucking-tation. He's trying to save his job, mate. Do you think he's got time to rotate? He's rotating the team, is he? Fuck off. If we win this game, he'll pick the same team on Sunday. This is not rotation. Should have gone Agate and Casemiro. We need to just accept that Rashford has a clause in his contract that gives him entitlement to minutes. You know it, we know it. Blind man down the pub knows it, says Thomas. Well, until somebody produces evidence of that, I don't know it. Never want United to lose, but can't wait till these teams are over with. We'll look back and blame him in a few years when game is in Madrid jersey. Garnacho's in a Madrid jersey, says Yark. Mate, in relation to the team news, right? Sacked Ten Hag on Monday. Brentford game. Most of those players are still going to start. I tell you what, Ruud van Nistelrooy in charge. I bet he picks Rashford and Bruno. Gareth Southgate in charge. I bet he picks Rashford and Bruno. Thomas Frank in charge. I bet he picks Rashford and Bruno. Whoever your next manager is, I bet he picks Rashford and Bruno. 100%. 100%. We're never going to see the end of that. Addy says Rashford has dirt on Ten Hag, no other explanation. Well, let's not just make it just about Rashford. Bruno gets fucking picked every week as well. I know he's had his red card rescinded, but he was fucking shit before that. Hi Mark, long weekend at the office, let's go, says Rub. I like the team. Ten Hag picked an experienced team, says Lucky. Agate and Xerxes confidence will be low now, says Bonk. Mark, we've done that one from Lomophilia. Yeah, get your thoughts in. Get your thoughts in. Ten Hag almost like a Dutch Southgate. He has his favourites and won't drop them despite performances. Ten Hag's not exactly known as a rotating manager, says Shahin. He's hoping Rashford catches fire to save his job, says Trish. I'm just very fed up. I've been very, you know what? I actually thought tonight it would spark excitement, and I hope it does, but I'm just fed up. I'm absolutely fed up of it. I'm so fed up. I'm really fed up. Every time, I don't know. Do you think Ten Hag is their most criticised manager in Premier League history, says Top Hat Man? Niki says, I think he's cashing out. If you could take one player in the world, who would it be for free, says Dalen? We need more than one player, mate. Vignesh says, Mark, not one for conspiracies, but don't you think all this started after a certain winger was rotated? This was followed by a Scholes pile-on and a bad performance, says Vignesh. 4141, Mark. High line, Ten Hag ball coming, says Lee. Garnacho has started a lot recently. Might be a rest, says Anderson. Tired, Mark. We lack ferocity and a lineup proves it, says that guy. Garnacho has got a knock, apparently, says Greg. And thank you very much, says Kiel. Trying to make it make sense. The season we came is second. That was the best midfield. Not saying it's right or wrong, just trying to understand it, says Christian. Look, I hope we win. That's all I'm going to say. I hope we win. Because I don't think anything will actually change. I think if we had Ruud van Nistelrooy in charge, we'd probably see the same team. I don't really see a massive amount of change. Pedro says that Porto are on fire and a high-scoring team. 3-0 United. Casemiro man of the match. Let's go, says Andrew. Ricky told us about Rashford and Bruno years ago, says Paul. Look, genuinely, I don't really give a shit what people think. If they want to say, oh, you're a hater or anything like that, bring it on. You know, there's some really weird people out there, and I'll sit them down easily talking about football. It's not a problem. But I'll talk with you lot because you're the people that, you know, tune in and get involved in the community. And honestly, I'm not sitting here going, it's a fucking disgrace that Bruno's starting, or it's a disgrace that Rashford's starting, or it's a disgrace that Casemiro's starting. What I'm saying is, I'm confused. I don't like that team. I don't understand that team. I don't understand what he's trying to do. I would have thought if you're trying to save your job, you pick the best team you can to go out there and play the football you've been telling us that you're going to play. Maybe that will happen, but if it did happen, I'd be sat there going, you've dropped Casemiro like a stone after Liverpool, and now he's back. Eriksen hasn't got the legs, and now he's back. You were disgusted by the first goal, which started with Rashford bottling a tackle. But he's starting. You were disgusted by the goal against FC 20, which started with Rashford and Bruno not putting in a tackle. But they're starting. The bloke is full of contradiction. That's what I'm saying. And that doesn't mean sack him, but because I don't think there's anybody better out there. But I don't understand what he's trying to do. If I'm Aston Villa fan, I know what Emery's doing. If I'm a Man City fan, I know what Pep's doing. But I don't know what this guy's doing because he's contradicting himself all the time. Casemiro goes out the team for fucking up the Liverpool game like a stone. But in our biggest game of the season so far, you're back in the team, mate. He moans about the unacceptable, pathetic goal we conceded against Spurs in 20, but he picks two players who caused it. I just don't get what he's trying to sell us. That's what I'm saying. I don't get what that team gives us to go, we've got a future. I think I see a lot of people in that team, especially in the front six, barring Ahmad and Rasmus, that just have got massive question marks over them. Shout out Mo and Bean, says Jack. And 17 million is what he's going to get, says Andrew. Goldbridge curse incoming. United win, says Emmanuel. Look, I hope we do win. You know, I just want to win and then take it to the Villa game. Because if we lose tonight, the Villa game won't even fucking matter, will it? Looking at the starting lineup, the only Ten Hag inners are you, me and my cousin Leroy, says Parker. All I want to see is effort from every player, says Ryan. For Agate, if it's related to being laptop manager, maybe trying to blend him in slowly. Problem is we're struggling and can't protect individuals, says Cena. Porto is a high-pressing Spurs-type team, says Mario Franco. I really think we should have got Raya instead of Onana. He's so much better. I wish we got Costa. Did you see the interview with the Porto keeper? Man United fan all his life, loves Man United. Just very expensive. I really think we should... Jack Sykes, thanks for your super chat. Again, our midfield exposed where Bruno and Eriksen will be high. Casemiro will be exposed again. Porto wingers will be high and carve up our defence, says Sapatashi. Hi, Mark. I'm a Porto supporter, says Pedro. Final nail in the coffin will be today. Well, very confident there. It's so fickle, Mark. Truth is, if he loses 2, he's gone on Monday. But if he wins 4 in a row, he'll be here till Christmas, no matter what, says Dariel. Thank you very much. And Ricky told us about that. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way, if you're tuning in and you've not subscribed. Bottom right-hand corner to do it. We're getting really close to 945,000. We're only about 20 away. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. There was something I wanted to just check. I mean, let me get the stats carousel rolling round for a start. There we go. And we move there. Thank you very much. There was something I wanted to just say, and I've completely forgotten about it, but I'm sure it will come back to me. Any truth in Allegri being linked to us? I hope not, Human. I don't really like Allegri, if I'm being completely honest. I don't think he's the right man for Manchester United. Let's put it that way. Do you find semi-pro difficulty hard on EAFC, says Kieran? I hope you're taking the piss, because I play on world class, which is 2 above that. Patrick Lynch says it feels like he's trying to find the solution to a problem he can't figure out. Chopping and changing suggests that to me. Patrick, you are always the voice of reason, and I think you're absolutely spot on. I think the reason I don't like that team is, dare I say it, there's too many changes. You know, the whole midfield 2 has changed. We started with Mainu and Agate. We've now gone to Casemiro and Eriksen. He started the wingers with Rashford and Garnacho. He's now gone to Rashford and Ahmad. We started with Xerxes. We've now gone to Rasmus. It feels like a guy who's shitting himself, to be honest. And I hope it works. I'd love to win tonight and just take it to Villa. But I just think it's... I don't know what to expect. Rob Dawson says that Garnacho and Maguire are both carrying knocks, so only fit enough for the bench. Mainu's not in the squad despite training yesterday. Injury picked up against Spurs being described as minor. So basically, Garnacho would not have been starting this game anyway. So I think we can probably calm down a little bit on that. But actually... would he have been starting on the left wing anyway? Probably not. Hi, Mark. Fred and Amrabat playing FC20 tonight. Do you miss them now? Says Connor. Did Amrabat go to Fenerbahce as well? I missed that one. I thought he was playing for Fiorentina still. Give us a bit of Wonderwall, says Monkey Time. I'll give you a bit of Bob Marley. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Come on, United. Whole club need to kick up the arse, says Daniel. Thank you very much for that. Legends tuning in. Love that, love that, love that. Score prediction. I actually find it really difficult to give you a score prediction because I just don't know. I don't know enough about Porto. I know that Benfica stuffed Atletico Madrid last night, and I know that Porto are only 3 points behind Benfica in the Superliga, but I don't know the standard of Portuguese football. I think Portuguese football is always very, very difficult, but I'd say Porto are favourites. If I'm being honest. You're a cutie pie, Mark, says Kai. Thank you very much. Not adverse to Ten Hag making changes, just think he's made the wrong ones tonight. Really happy to see Rasmus back in the starting lineup, says John. Yeah, I think there's a weird thing about Rasmus, isn't there, which I've never really understood, but I'm glad he's back in the team, and I hope he can do well. But look, I really, really, really want Man United to win. I think there are, you know what? Again, I'm not gonna. What's the point? You know, what's the point? We're on thin ice, aren't we? We're probably about to get a new manager. So if you can't say what you really think now, you know, I understand it why people probably have been giving benefits of the doubt. But if you can't say what you really think now, then forever hold your peace. You've just got to say it. And I think that, you know, when I look at United and I look at what's going on with United. I think it's it's going to be a very, very difficult game. I look at the team and I think that they've got to come out and they've got to put something out there, haven't they? I mean, they were fucking awful on Sunday. They were absolutely dreadful on Sunday. So they've got to put a performance in. I mean, look, Bruno Fernandes will always put effort in. We know that. Hopefully the back four has a good game. I think there's a lot of players out there that will... I mean, Ericsson slagged off the team for not putting the effort in against Twente. Casemiro never doesn't put the effort in. So has he picked a team that might not be his best team, but he's just gone with the fact that he knows they'll put a shift in? Andrew Grange says, are you getting pissed this weekend? I very rarely do, mate. I have a couple of drinks, but I don't go stupid. Jay says, I'm telling you now, these players know if they lose today, Ten Hag is gone. If they bleed for this game today, I think they truly do have Ten Hag's back, says Jace. Move Maniac says, too many changes. Last season, he complained that the back four changed too much because of injuries. Now without injuries, he does stuff like this. I think the low point of my evening was TNT putting Samuel Luckhurst on the telly. And you know what? That's a prime example of how out of touch the mainstream media are. I mean, I know a lot of United fans don't like me, but bloody hell, Luckhurst takes the trophy for that. Too many changes. That was from Move Maniac. I hope we win today, says Nigel. But that Spurs game sucked all the enthusiasm out of me. I can see Porto giving us a game if we're not switched on and we'll lose. Aston Villa can beat Bayern, should be enough to sack Ten Hag, says La Familia. Could there be something behind the scenes Ten Hag is trying to implement? Training standards, attitude may be costing us now, but to build for the future, says Sparsh. Only thing left for us to do is to believe, says Mika. Well, look, just before the game starts, I don't know whether you've seen the comments that Benny McCarthy made about Marcus Rashford. And, I don't think Benny McCarthy's got a lot of respect for Ten Hag because obviously he lost his job. But what he basically said about Rashford is, we just need to get the Rashford back that's trying, that's got a smile on his face. I look at him and he just doesn't look like he's trying and he doesn't look like he's happy. And yet here he is starting for Man United again. That's the striking coach from last year saying, I'm looking at Rashford and he doesn't look interested. He doesn't look like he's trying. I'm a glutton for punishment. Let's go, says Jack. And Steve Weaver, welcome to the Members Club. Mate, I want us to win. I always want us to win. I think there's people out there who are United fans that don't want us to win because I think it suits their... look, as I said, I'm gonna say it how it is. That's what we've always done for 10 years. I'm not gonna not say it how it is. If people get offended by that, I apologise. But you've got to be truthful. I don't care. I genuinely think there are United fans out there that want us to lose tonight because they want Ten Hag to get sacked. Now, whether they can tell us who they want as the next manager that we're going to get, I don't think they can. I don't think they want Ruud van Nistelrooy, to be honest, but I think they want us to lose. I do. I think there might be people in this chat who want us to lose. I want us to win. But I'm not going to lie to you and say I understand what he's doing because I don't. I haven't got a bloody clue what he's trying to do tonight, to be honest. We'll find out in about 10 minutes. Will it be a high line? Will it be a low line? Will it be, Moments FC trying to hit the counter ball to Ahmad and Rasmus and Rashford? My prediction is we're going to play very compact and try and hit the long ball with Bruno. But that's not the vision we were told. Robert McCormack will be absolutely fuming if we're doing that. That's not the style of football that we wanted. That's not the style of football we were told. But Rasmus is quick, Rashford is quick, and Ahmad is quick. So Casemiro and Ericsson sit deep, hit the long ball. But if we're going to do that, I don't know why he didn't play Agate and Casemiro. Awful selection, says Jar. And let me just get this start to this game up and running. We're about to kick off now. Is it impossible that we play worse than Spurs? Famous last words, hopefully. Fantastic atmosphere in Porto. Thankfully, I haven't got the audio on because when they smashed me on FIFA a couple of years ago, all we could hear was Porto, Porto. So I'm glad I'm missing that one. But here we go. Great atmosphere. Champions League night, really, in the Europa League. We're up and running. Omaridian plays for Porto up front. This was the guy that Chelsea were trying to buy. Robert McCormack's here. He says he's just picking a team to stay in a job. Robert, I agree. Me and you are on the same page. Absolutely agree. Mark, does United play scared or with conviction? Says HIVR. We'll find out very quickly. United for United. Here we go. They're in straight away here. Bloody hell. Mazraoui having to make a block early on. Ten Hag out, Mark. Let's go, Porto. Says Messi. You're blocked, mate. You don't speak to me like that. Knobhead. Ten Hag is playing for a draw. Says Amy. Mark, does United play care? How are you doing, Mark? Take your mind off the stress of this match and answer this trivia question. What are the 3 most common pub names in the UK? Says Goldio. Dog and Duck, I think. I'm getting married next Friday, says Son. Can I have permission to use Kalidou Koulibaly's song for our dance? We love you. Yeah, you can. I'd come and sing it. We can win. Porto are not that good, Bar Costa, says Tatton. And how can the Glazers manage a successful NFL team but not a Premier League one? Doesn't make sense, says Alan. Priorities, mate. And different sport. And Porto are in the box again here. Straight at Anana, who probably could have caught that, but tips it over. Next, career modes tomorrow. Cocaine abuser. Ten Hag is sacking himself. Awful selection. And Parker says it's impossible to support him. Lee Berman's gifted a membership, and so is Ndibois. Do you consider Bolton as rivals, says BWFC? No. No, definitely not. The Crown, Royal Oak, and the Red Lion. Yep, good ones, Goldio. I don't want Ten Hag to be sacked, but I've seen this movie before with Ollie and Mourinho. I reckon we're going to lose tonight and against Villa, says Lee. Well, we've definitely started on the defence here. Mark, better prepare a few pints, manage the stress, says Jagdish. Yeah, we've definitely started counter-attack. Deep and counter. We're not pressing at all. Yeah, we're not pressing high today. And they've been in our box 3 times in 2 minutes. Porto are a good side, though. I mean, Porto took Arsenal to extra time at the Emirates. I want to see Højlund and Xerxes playing together, says Fuji. Ian Stanfield makes a great point. Always support your team through highs and lows. Well, exactly. Exactly. I think supporting your team is not being thick, though. You have every right to say, I don't agree with this, I don't like that. But ultimately, I hope what you're saying, Ian, is that regardless of not agreeing with team selections or whatever, you still want your team to win, which is exactly right. I do want us to win. And I hope all you do as well, unless you're not a Man United fan. Here is Mazraoui bringing the ball forward. Into Ahmad. Come on, lads. Come on. Nice ball into Bruno. Fucking shit pass. Shit pass. Let's be honest. De Ligt. Come on. Inside. Inside. Casemiro's the ball. Where are we going? He's going to have to... Oh, he's lost that. Bad. Slow. Rasmus into Rashford. Hit it. Hit it. No, he's gone way too wide. Right, pass it now. Good ball. Ericsson whips across in. Terrible. Fucking... What is... You know, there's 3 examples there in the last 30 seconds. 5-yard pass by Bruno, misplaced. Casemiro pushed off the ball. Ericsson, crap cross. Rashford, crap control, runs wide. You know, that's 4 bits of possession in the last minute where 4 players have all fucked it up. We're Manchester United. We're paying each of those players 150k a week and the other 3 300k a week. And you wouldn't expect that to happen with 4 different players in 60 seconds to all fuck it up. And that's the difference, isn't it? That's the difference between Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, even Aston Villa. We get in positions and 4 players fuck it up with, you know, below par passes. It's not about supporting the manager or certain players. It's about supporting the club, says Patrick, supporting the team and them wanting to win. Yes, yes. I've never wanted Man United to lose. Midfield's got me worried, says the Duke. And been to a fair few away games in my time, but can honestly say I've never felt scared going to Villa Park. Terrified of Sunday. Sad times we live in, says Goldio. And Casemiro looks like he's been stung by a bee, says Liam. I think it's the kit. I genuinely think the kit makes everybody look a bit bigger. I want to... love you, but you do overrate Rasmus, says Mick. He's not played, mate, all season. I think it's hard to overrate a player that's not actually played much this season. Well, Bruno's going like this with the ball, so hopefully that means we're going to play a little bit slower, a little bit possession. I mean, at the end of the day, somebody made a great point. If we can play a point out here, it's not bad, is it? I want Ten Hag to be the guy, but he keeps picking Rashford and Bruno, no matter how badly they play, says Libertarian. We're still missing that decent box-to-box player, says Rem. Yeah, remember, Mainu is not on the bench. Mount is not on the bench. Garnacho has got a knock. Here's Rashford. Oh, he scored! What a goal! What a goal by Rashford. Absolutely shut up. Costa probably should save it. And, well, I tell you what, he's got a smile on his face. Get in. Manchester United 1-0 up. And Porto, well. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Ten Hag outers. I told you. Who's laughing now? Sit down with all your hate. I'm joking. I'm getting carried away. But they stand off him here. And I mean, Marcus Rashford must have thought it was 2 years ago. Skips inside, gets the shot off. I mean, look, I don't know whether Porto have got the memo here because they don't double up on him. He skips through 2 players. I mean, it's a big mistake by the goalkeeper, but Rashford does really well the way he goes through the 2 players there. The shot should be saved, but you know what? Costa said he was a Man United fan. He said he was a Man United fan. Fantastic. It's got to get that tweet out because it might bang. Chris says you got sat down by Rashford. Mate, I don't do player FC. I couldn't give a fuck about Rashford. I couldn't give a fuck about Bruno. I couldn't give a fuck about any individual player. There is no loss for me. If they score for Man United, all I care about is the badge on the shirt. I don't play the player FC game. I'm not interested in the player FC game. I'm interested in the scoreline and I'm interested in Man United winning. So sit down and smoke that because I don't play player FC. I'm not interested. Mark's in the mud apparently, says Guz. Look, how's the agenda again? There we go. Yeah, look, 47,000 people watching. Welcome to the United Stand. Welcome. Keep coming in. Lovely. Yeah, get in. Come in. 1-0 to Manchester United. Ten Hag in. Lovely stuff. Let's just remember that. Lovely stuff. Thanks. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 2 million. The biggest and the best. Get in. And that's the real quiz. It's not. We've done that one from that as well. The unique camera angle brings back memories of Ronaldo's cracker, says Nizam. And I mean, what I find funny is people thinking it's a great goal. It's a keeping error. Like it's Player FC is hilarious, isn't it? They actually think they've just witnessed greatness. You've just witnessed a goalkeeping error, mate. You should have fucking saved it. But we're absolutely ecstatic about that. Costa ball over the top. Right, what we need to do now is, though, seriously, is calm the fuck down, keep the shape, and if we keep a clean sheet, we've got this game. We've got this game. Gentle reminder, not a single member of the United team and most of the chat did not have score predictions for United to win this match, says Yosh. Gentle reminder, we've had 10 minutes, mate, and I went for 2-2. I love how many haters are watching. I love it as well, mate. I love it. I love it. Inject it. Come on. Come on in. 48,000 watching. Get in. Man United 1. Porto 0. I don't care if Scott McTominay runs out of the tunnel, puts a Man United top and scores a hat-trick. I'll be there, rubbing my hands. United, 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 United. I don't care. I couldn't give a shit who scores a goal for United. United, United, United. 1-0. Love it. Love it. You support your player FC, I'll support my club. I'll drink to that. What's that? Victory. And it's red. Lovely. 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 What does that say? 1-0 Manchester United against Porto. What it doesn't say is Porto 0, Rashford FC 1. It says Porto 0, Manchester United 1. Lovely stuff. Yes. Yes. I'm only doing that to the people who are trying to do their whole Rashford FC bollocks. Last time I checked, it said Man United on there, not Rashford. It's the name on the front of the shirt I care about, not the one on the back. Just standing up for our players, says Mick. No, off you go. Bye-bye. Start your own channel. Fuck off. Florian, thank you very much for your super chat. And I think your haircut's brilliant, says Natasha. Thank you very much. Good tackle by Delit. Gentle reminder, I've done that one from Yosh. Luther says, Mark's a muppet, man, and you're watching. Keep watching. The views are going up. The views are actually going up. Love it. I love it. Keep spreading the word. Love it. Come on. Let's do it. Shona, welcome to the Members Club. You're an absolute legend. Get the badge in. Let's have a look at some of the members' chats, actually. Thanks for all your support. Let's go, says Lulu, who's a member. El Discreto says, lovely. Loving it. Also, we've got Thomas Hobley, who says JK. I don't know what that means. And, well, look, this is the perfect start for Man United, to be honest, because we can play a little bit defensive now. It's a bit like Villa last night, isn't it, against Bayern Munich? Let them have the ball, keep your shape, early goal. They'll be disappointed. You shut the crowd up. You burst the bubble. I mean, first 2 minutes, they'd had about... I think they had 3 touches in our penalty box in the first 3 minutes. So you score that goal, you shut them up a little bit, and that's surely offside, ref. Good block. Fucking hell. Midfield's getting overrun here. Midfield is getting overrun already. It's very obvious. Just very slow to react. I mean, they should have scored there. Naj says Chelsea have scored. What are Chelsea doing? Oh, they're in the... Sorry, Chelsea. You're in that other one, aren't you? You're in the Conference League. Sorry about that. Mikhail says, people sending toxic super chats like the people who burn J.K. Rowling's books. You still got to buy them. Joshua, thank you very much. Welcome to Members Club. Would you have John Duran at Man United? I like Xerxes and I like Rasmus, and I hope that they do well. I think that if you give them chances, Manchester United can deliver. Can you say happy birthday to my mum, Bev, says Mikey. Thank you very much, Mikey. Here's Ahmad driving forward. Got to use Rashford. Right, back post. They're queuing up. They're actually queuing up. Lovely ball. Whoa! Ooh! Corner. Nearly deflected in. Alex says, hope you're well. You're a hero to me. Your videos in career mode help me mentally. Thanks for being a great way to keep life positive. Alex, thanks for tuning in. Say it how it is, Alex. That's my best advice. Don't be a sheep. And don't be scared to say what you think. Just don't be abusive with it. Joshua, welcome to the Members Club. You're a legend. I'm not really sure how I feel about Ten Hag at the moment, but I would give him till New Year's before making a decision. Let's get to 90 minutes, Jacob. I wouldn't give him till New Year's Eve. I wouldn't give him till this Eve. Cross comes in from the corner. De Ligt's going to head it back into the danger zone. Back post. Ooh, okay. It's gone for another corner. Give him a contract now, says James. I hope Hoyland gets service, says Rajiv. Richard Spencer, welcome to Members Club. I'm watching from Singapore, says Andrew Harvey. Shout out to our home team. Yeah, I'm not reading that out. Drink them tears, Mark. Love it, says Heart of United. My tears? Why would I have tears? I don't get this. I thought I was like, on YouTube, I'm in the Rashford fan club. On Twitter, I hate Rashford. Apparently, I'm on Ten Hag's payroll. I don't really get what I am to you. I don't know what I am. I know what I am to me. I just want Man United to win, but I just think you've all got different mentality. You've all got different opinions. It's weird. Mark's never been play FC and wants his team to win despite criticism of individual. Real listeners understand. Mate, I'll say it to you now. I don't get persuaded by, goalkeeping errors or I don't flip-flop on players. Rashford's got to play well for 10 games before I start to say he's back. I was taking the piss out of this against Barnsley. One deflected goal against Porto doesn't mean he's back. All it means is he's scored for my team and I win. That's it. If you think that's back and you think cutting inside and scoring a goal a keeper should save means Marcus Rashford's back, then we'll never fucking win anything. You need to get your standards up. That's your problem. You flip-flop. If he plays bad against Villa, you'll call him Trashford again. I've never called him Trashford. And I've never said that he's back because he's not back. He's got to do it consistently if he wants to be a Man United player. The problem with Rashford is that people are always on his case. He was smiling in training today. Oh, he drove out of Carrington and he didn't smile. People are obsessed with him. Genuinely, nowhere couldn't lace the boots of any decent United player I've ever seen play for the club. He needs to do it consistently. That's what he needs to do. But if he scores for Man United, I don't care if it goes in off his arse. As long as we win, not bothered. Do I think he's better than Garnacho? I mean, he's just played a shit pass there. Oh, is he crap again? No, he's a decent player on his day, but he's got to fucking find the consistency. End of story. And also, can we add Bruno into that? Because Rashford scored. Bruno hasn't. So, where's the Bruno consistency as well? It's the same thing for me. They always get picked. They've got to be consistent. They're big players in our team. Good header away by Mazraoui. Come on! Come on! What the fuck is that from Casemiro? What the fuck is that? Do you want to explain that one to me? We're on the break. He's got 3 passes on and he hits a fucking volley 60 yards to their goalkeeper. Was it a shot? What the fuck was that? What the hell? No, seriously. What the fuck was that from Casemiro? We've got a decent breakaway. What was that? What do you think about Sesko, says Albert. I know United wanted him, but obviously he's decided to stay. Strider says, regardless of your opinion on the manager, and yes, he has many question marks over him in some decisions, team comes first, come on United. Look, I love the fact that there's a lot of names in the live chat that I know are Ten Hag out who are enjoying this, because ultimately you just want to win. You're cracking me up tonight, Mark. Have another bottle on me, says Jay. Oh, we're just saying it how it is, mate. Did you have a few red ones before the game? I've had one. Love the attitude. United, says Henry. Come on, United, says Kipper. Imagine if Sancho FC and Rashford FC met up. I think they could take on NATO. I'm not, if I speak, Will. Would you do a watch along at a venue? Yes, Cam. We've got some planned. Looking forward to that. Let these idiots have their fun, says Red Dragon Squad. Can you say happy birthday to my mum, Bev? Right, we've caught up there. Thank you very much. I'm just going to go through some member chats in the live chat. Into Rashford again. Have another shot! Rasmus! Yes! Get in! Rasmus! 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 2-0! 2-0! 2-0! United! 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 Oh, they'll be hating this. Oh, they'll be hating this. You know who I mean. They'll be hating this. The Ten Hag outers. It's only Barnsley. It's only Barnsley. Their keeper's had a fucking nightmare, by the way. How has he let these 2 goals go? I mean, look, mate, he's a United fan. He's a United fan. He's had a fucking nightmare. Costa is a red. He really is. He is. He is. Let me just read you this. Let me just read you this, right? Let me read you this. I tweeted it earlier. It's an absolute jinx, okay? Get ready for this. Where is it? Here it is. Where is it? For me, they are the biggest team in England, a special club, and one I've admired since I was a kid. Guess the person who said the quote. For me, they are the biggest team in England, a special club, and one I've admired since I was a kid. Porto keeper, Diego Costa. Get him a statue. He should have saved both. He should have saved both, to be fair. But I love that. I love that because it's the same as Rashford, really, isn't it? You know, Rashford gets a lot of critics. He's got a goal and an assist tonight. But the Rasmus stuff, I just don't get it. I don't get the Rasmus stuff at all. And there it is. You know, Scholes was saying, oh, I don't rate these strikers. Rasmus hasn't even been fit this year. Starting his first game, he scored after 20 minutes. I think Porto are in trouble here. Mike Royce says Costa's channeling his inner Onana. I think he's channeling his inner United fan. You know what? We should sign Costa in the summer if Ten Hag keeps his job because he's been our man of the match. Phil says people kept banging on about signing Costa. Yeah, they did actually. He did. Billy says, let's go. Eric Ten Hag ensures Rashford starts. Rashford got the memo. Ten Hag might get sacked, and he figured it's time to put a shift in to save his starting lineup protector, so Stuart Wallace. Mate, look, to be fair, the players have played well. You know, I genuinely sort of threw that down as to whether they would turn up. That's miles in. GDS, it's not over the line. It's not over the line. It is over the line. Is over the line. I meant drink the haters' tears, keep up the works as Heart of United. What do you think about Benjamin Sesko? We've done that. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everyone, for getting involved. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. United. 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 You know what? I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it while we can. We've only had two shots on target, and they've both gone in. Rashford with a shot there. They really haven't got the memo with our front three, have they? Porto. You know what's going to come next? It's only Porto. They are looking a bit shit at the moment. I mean, I don't believe for 1 second that we've gone from Sunday to playing brilliantly. I love Rashford, but I feel maybe it's time to replace him for someone who's consistently consistent, but he's been all right, got to be fair. Oh, no, he's played very well. He's got a goal and assist. Mate, give credit where it's due. I don't think there's a United fan out there that wants to say Rashford's shit or Bruno's shit or Casemiro's shit. We don't want that. I love the community. Man United will win the Europa League. Cheers from North Carolina. Can we just calm down? We can't just keep going up and down like a yo-yo. Let's just be calm. I'm taking the piss, really. There's still a long way to go in this game. Jeron's watching from Singapore. Thank you, Mark, for the great committee. Got to have people celebrate and be sad together. We're finally having happy again. For 20 minutes, Jeron, yeah. My missus has made me move to Merseyside and cancel Sky Sports and BT. All I have is you, Mark. Pray for me, says Conrad. Looks like Porto need a lamppost with cardboard arms, says Kenneth. Costa is having an Almunia game, says Joe. Thank you very much. Marvin AM, down bad. Look, I don't feel sorry for you. You never go against your team. But there were people before this game that wanted us to get beat. There was. Cross into the box, back post. Well done, Delit. I'm going to tweet this. All we ask is that they show up. I never know whether, you know, even if we win this game 6-0, I don't know whether we'll turn up against Villa. That's the biggest problem. Always back the club, says Darth Vader. 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline, though, isn't it? Make sure you subscribe. We're very close to 945,000. Some people don't remember what happened against Sevilla in the Europa League. Let's stay calm, says Ty. And not over yet. Remember Copenhagen, says Goldie. Yeah. You've got to be careful. Ericsson. Ahmad. Nearly on the break. Remember Copenhagen as well, says Dummer. Yeah, mate. You just got to keep focused here. What I'd be doing now, if I was Ten Hag, I'd be getting a message through Delo to the back four saying clean sheet. Clean sheet, we've won. I don't care. You know, don't go mad. You don't need to go and send a message. Clean sheet, win the game 2-0. Conserve your energy. Just to see this out on the break. Still a long way to go. Rashford's primed up, says Grun. If the scoreline holds onto the first half, would you sub in a more defensive midfielder, says Xander. We don't get this very often. Enjoy it. That's a lovely cross. Great save. 2-1. It's a soft goal to concede that. Really fucking soft. That is so soft. What did I say? 2-0. Such a dangerous scoreline. See, Delo's got to be more, you know, Delo's got to go in for that first 50-50. Cross to the back post. It's just a... I think Mazraoui heads... Onana actually saves from Mazraoui's header. Martinez loses his man. It's actually Onana saves it from Mazraoui's header. But that's what I've said about Onana before. It's a brilliant save, but some goalkeepers would tip that over the bar. I don't know whether he could, but, you know, he does sometimes tip it back into areas where it's not helpful. I don't know. You'd have to speak to Ben Foster or Peter Schmeichel about that. But, you know, a lot of the time with Onana, he makes a fantastic save, but the ball goes back into a dangerous area. But really, the blame for me there is with Delo. De Ligt heads it down. Delo's got to go and win that 50-50. Got to go and win that 50-50. I'd have to look at that at half-time on the goalkeeping. It might be a little bit unfair, but Delo's got to win that 50-50. And I don't know why Martinez has lost his man. And now we're just going to, you know, 2-0, you're cruising. We've just gone and conceded a really soft goal. A lot of people going in on Onana and Martinez. Someone said, although to be fair, not Onana's fault. Shreja says, don't worry because Costa's playing for us. I mean, it's just such a disappointment, isn't it? It's such a disappointment. I mean, having said that, both our goals are keeping errors. I'm not saying Onana's made the error, but maybe 1-0's about right after half an hour, to be fair. Refinery says, what's your thoughts on the first half? I'd say probably 1-0's about right. Porto have been dangerous. Both our goals are keeping errors. The goal we've conceded is soft. I'm not happy with the midfield of Man United. I think it's not mobile enough. Casemiro looks so fucking slow to me. I mean, Ericsson looks quicker than Oh, and Arnie, you've got to come for that. Well done, Mazraoui. Ericsson looks quicker than Casemiro. The cross came from the guy Rashford should have stayed on, but he because Rashford was walking, the guy had all the time to make the initial cross, as Jacob. Scoring first is still massive. If this squad's shown it can be excellent as front runners in a game, but we're still really brittle, says Patrick. If they let this slip, Ten Hag will be sacked. What do you think about Delo, says Kieran? I mean, what I will always say about Delo is he's playing out of position. And I think you have to remember that. But De Ligt could have headed that further away, and probably he should have done. But he's nodded it down for Delo to clear. And Delo just doesn't go in. Porto did lose to Bodo Glimt in the last Europa League game. However, I will take this, says Ismail. Why is Delo pulling out of a tackle, says Clayton. Exactly. Rashford didn't track his player for the cross. Well, I've just tweeted it there. Every goal we concede is multiple errors at the moment. Bruno's just been booked, hasn't he? Get your thoughts in about that. I mean, I just think, I mean, it's not as bad as the Spurs or the Twente goal, but I don't know why Bruno's getting booked for that. Both gone for the same fucking ball. I don't understand that yellow card. I really don't understand that. Both gone for the same fucking ball and Bruno gets booked. Mark doesn't need super chats. He still tries to read them all. What a legend, says Anglo. Think you missed my second super chat, but don't worry. Thanks for all you do for entertaining us from South Africa, says Strider. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I think we're in for a very interesting evening. We were cruising at 2. That's a foul. Oh, fuck off. This ref's a prick. Okay, it's official. The ref's a twat. I've seen 4 tackles now that Delo should have made, says Sebastian. How has this defensive abilities regressed, says Sebastian. Delo second-guessing himself again. Mate, our midfield is really slow. Really slow. 2-2. 2-2. Fucking hell. That comes from the midfield, mate. And Arna's not saving that. De Ligt can't do anything about that. Fucking hell, mate. I'm telling you now. The midfield is fucking rubbish. I told you this before the game. I don't understand what Ten Hag is doing with that midfield. You can't, you know, what the fuck is De Ligt meant to do here or Onana? There's nothing you can do. It's that left-hand side again as well. I think Delo and Rashford have got to do better. They've got to stop the cross. De Ligt's trying his best and Onana can't do anything about that. It's fucking 5 yards out. You've got to stop the cross at source. We're so fucking weak down the left-hand side. Literally, both goals are coming from the left-hand side and we didn't buy a fucking left-back. We're dead down that left-hand side. We're dead in the midfield. It's too slow. Fucking dead. Van Nistelrooy booked. That's what I mean. Rashford's back, apparently. Well, I wish he'd fucking get back. And Delo at left back. Oh, absolutely fucking abysmal. I said 2-2. We've only had 35 minutes. Game of basketball again, isn't it? Ahmad, into the box. Corner. Don't try and defend, United. How do you give up a 2-0 lead, man? Top Hat Man says that's on Delit. Mate, you try and defend a header against a guy like that on your own 6-yard box where he's the favourite. You try and defend that. No fucking chance. No chance. That's not on Onana. That's not on Delit. We can... Look, I think Onana could have done better on the first goal. He can't do anything on that goal, and neither can Delit. That's nothing to do with either of them two. You've got to stop it at source. Absolutely shocking. Handball. Whip it. Whip it, Ericsson. Good. Whip it. Whip it, Bruno. Whip it. Martinez on the back post. Delit. Come on, lads. Offside. Jem says, we were 2-0 up and we've thrown it away. I honestly can't cope. Well, you know what? I feel like I jinxed it. Check the receipt on my tweet. I literally said at 2-0, this is what I said. This is what I said. I'll say this. Players deserve criticism 100%, but they've shown up tonight. Spoke too fucking soon. Couldn't defend a packet of crisps from a fucking corpse. Rubbish. I'm with you, Kieran. He says, I don't understand. And Kieran's a member as well. Thank you, Kieran. He says, I don't understand how anyone in the management or higher up didn't think we needed a left back. This is shocking. Ericsson is too weak and needed Agate in this one. Eric Ten Hag picks these Corey, hold the back page. What did I say? I don't understand that midfield. Do not understand it. Martinez and Delit are United's worst ever centre-back pairing. Red Army loves Harry Maguire. I'm not even going to bother reading it, mate. You are propaganda. You're not bringing anything. Maguire's not even fit. I just think we're bad, mate. I don't know. Just think we're a plain old bad team. Not so complicated like a manager or a dressing room. We're just bad. Not good enough to blow this lead. Those crosses and lob balls are hurting us. Very frustrating to concede, says Jack. We'll lose this. No character or passion, says Anthony. We're so pony, says Tumbleweed. Soz Mark, meant not mate, my bad. See you in UK one day. Thanks for all you do, says Strider. Thank you. People saying it's on Delit, says Top Hat Man. Inspired by Everton's 2-0 to 3-2 bottle, says Paul. Icy Lass, welcome to the Members Club. And just like that, United we know is back, says Jason. Basketball game again, says Sean. There seems to be a bit of respect between us and Everton, says Sam. It's not easy, says Joe. And not bringing in a left back isn't an excuse for Delo. Lovely good cross again. I tell you what, Mazraoui's played very well so far. Well done, well done, Rasmus. Go on. Go on, Rasmus. Go on. You're on your own, mate. Just go on your own. Go on your own. Lovely cross. Bit over for Ahmad. I'd have gone on my own there, Rasmus. Bruno's the pass. Bruno's the pass. Whip it. What the fuck? Casemiro's so fucking bad, isn't he? I don't think he's doing it on purpose. I just think he's finished. I feel like that's on Delo. He's the opposite of Wan-Bissaka. Can attack but can't defend. I know he's at left back, but basic football. Mate, how many goals are we conceding down that left-hand side? Twente was down the left-hand side. Granted, the Spurs' first goal wasn't, but it was because Delo didn't track Johnson. I'd love somebody to do some quick maths. 2 + 2 is Matic, Mark. I've told you. No, not you, Ricky. Quick maths. How many goals have we conceded down the left-hand side? And it'll be a lot. Shawnix watching from India. Do you think Agate and Xerxes on second half? Why aren't you dancing anymore? Says I love Ten Hag. Because we're not winning anymore. I'm a simple man. When my team wins, I'm happy. When they embarrass me, I'm sad. It was never about the manager. It's about player mentality, says I-Class. I don't care if Zidane is bought in. We're another 10 years away. Rashford's so uninterested in defending. It's crazy. I think I genuinely, I've said that before, though. I think that comes from the manager. I don't think he has defensive responsibilities. He ain't interested. Predictions spot on. Don't know if we'll hold on, though, says Johnny. I'll be stunned if this finishes 2-2, Johnny. I really would. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. It's going to be interesting on the United stand over the next week anyway. I think Monday's going to be very busy. That's all I'm going to say. But apparently we don't get any information. Anana commands the box like Labour controls borders, says Mark. Very political. Eric Ten Hag picks these plonkers, says Corey. I don't understand how anyone in the management or higher up didn't think we needed a left back, says Kieran. Thank you very much. Let's have a look at the live chat. Ten Hag inners are going to hate this, says Pete. Mate, we're still in this. We're still in this. I sound like Kevin Keegan, but I'll love it if we beat them. Have a shot, Bruno. Little dink. Good save from Casemiro. Very close. The chances are there. Just got to get our fucking heads up again. Constantine says, it looks like the dressing room and Manchester United toxic heritage has caught up to all the players, not just the ones from prior managers. Rory, thanks for your super chat. Strider says, our mentality is shocking. We either concede soon after scoring or just after half time. Basics you learn as a kid. Can't understand it. We've needed a left back since January, says Darth Vader. This is becoming a joke. Unpopular opinion, but Martinez isn't the player he was, says Anthony. Well, he did miss a year. They'll be hating this. Aged like a milk, says Space. Mate, honestly, I've already said to you tonight, I don't really care. Anything I say, I stand by it. And when I said they'll be hating this, I meant Man United fans who want us to lose will be hating this. There'll be Man United fans who are acting like fucking they're pissed off. They'll be ecstatic inside. Say it how it is. You know it's true. If you're Ten Hag out, what value is there in saying, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with how we're playing? How is that not a foul on Martinez? This ref's shit, mate. This ref's a fucking knobhead. He's shite. He's absolutely shite. How is he not given a foul for that? Mate, you're a cretin. You're an absolute fucking cretin. How have you not given a foul for that? It got absolutely body checked. The guy didn't even... How can you not give a foul when the guy doesn't touch the ball? Oh my God, it's even worse on the replay. He body checks him and doesn't get the ball. Doesn't even go for the ball. All goals but one came from our left-hand side, says Mikael. I bet the reason why these players suddenly start scoring when Ten Hag seems to be getting the sack is because no other Premier League team would take them. I'm baffled. Sell absolutely everyone, says Andre. Right, here's this one here. Yeah, I think Onana's got to tip that over the bar. I don't think as a goalkeeper you should be tipping that back into that danger area. I'm talking about goal one. Second goal, absolutely no blame at all. Can't save that. Can't save that. But does it come from the manager that Rashford should not defend because of the obsession from the club to make him a goal scorer? Eric Ten Hag, I never had it, says Zion. I don't get why we don't use the free agents market and get a left back as a stopgap, says Kieran. And we must have awful sports psychologists. Our planters can't deal with any setbacks or bad times. They're flakier than a croissant, says Nick. I like that. So Delo doesn't get help from Rashford to defend and he must help Casemiro in the build-up. No wonder he's dropped. Isn't Ten Hag asking for too much, says Shahin. Oh, mate, can I just applaud this? You know, it's a bit like the Paul Hollywood handshake in the Bake-Off. I'm going to start this now. The Goldbridge applause. I need a bit of a thing. So there's this thing called the British Bake-Off, right, where it's a cooking programme every week. And they all do cooking challenges. And every now and again, Hollywood does the handshake, which means it's amazing. I want to start doing something for the channel. Because Shahin, you're getting a Goldbridge clap. I think you're absolutely spot on. You've got a guy playing at left back who's not a left back. So he's going to have deficiencies anyway. But then he's got a winger who doesn't help him out. It's suicide. It's footballing suicide. You're absolutely spot on, Shahin. Like, you haven't got a left back. You've got a stopgap. But then your left winger doesn't help him out. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And look, I'm not blaming Delo and Rashford. I'm blaming the coach, because you would think you would compensate by not having left back by picking somebody that helps him out. Hi Mark, I've got a controversial opinion, but I'd rather Núñez over Haaland because I think Núñez is better overall. That is the worst opinion I've ever heard, Leeson. Have a shot, Delo. Nah, don't have a shot. How would you fix the left-hand side, says Benji? Mate, I'm not even a genius in hindsight, because you're all going to give me some skin. I would not have gone into this season without buying a left back like everybody else wouldn't have done. For some reason, we decided not to do it as a club, and it was stupid. Chelsea look worse right now despite winning, says Aiden. It's crazy how Eriksen has been consistently our best midfield this season, says Dave, but he's got no fucking legs, mate. You know, you're all being drawn in by Eriksen's passing. He ain't got no fucking legs defensively. The reason it's 2-2 is because our midfield is being overrun by Porto. They're running off us all the fucking time. I mentioned that after 5 minutes. Don't be deluded by good passes. Our midfield is getting run through all the fucking time. I've seen it from the first minute. Common Human, welcome to Members Club. I don't get why I've done that one as well. Thank you very much for your super chats tonight, by the way. The amount of crosses is abysmal that go into our boxes, Anant. How many folk have you given the Goldbridge clap, says Zabo. That's why I don't want to call it the Goldbridge clap. Could we get Leacher, Martinez to play at left back and Yoro at centre back? Here we go. Eriksen, first time ball into Rashford. You've got so much space here. This is your dream, Rashford. Nah, he's held on to that for too long. He's held on to that for too long. It's the Rashford show again. He's held on this for too long. He's never thinking of passing, is he? Trying to go, he's gone past 2 players and then you lay it off, and he's tried to go past 4. If he does it, it's a worldie, but it's the same old problem, isn't it? Too much, hold on for too long. Playing a long ball for Rashford, who never goes for a 50-50, is also wrong, says Udit. How can we see this midfield issue and Erik Ten Hag can't, says Sean. I think the defence has done all right, apart from Delo. I think the midfield's been overrun. And I think we've done very well to be 2-0 up at half-time. And that is half-time. Get your thoughts in, everybody. Well, 4 goals. 4 goals. Look. What I don't like to do is drop an opinion and then try and bury it. I'm not a cat burying a shit. I leave my shit out to be smelt. No, we're not doing that. But what I mean is, I said at the start of the game that I didn't like the lineup. And you have to own that. I said I didn't like the lineup. And the reason I didn't like the lineup was because I felt that the midfield was slow. And I thought it would get overrun. And watching the game, I think that, yes, there's been some nice, pretty passes from Eriksen. But when Christian Eriksen looks quicker than Casemiro, I'm terrified. And Eriksen looks quicker than Casemiro. That is a guy that is trying his best, but has clearly lost a hell of a lot in the last 12 months. Casemiro has had a very, very bang average half as far as I'm concerned. Eriksen's been good on the ball, but too slow when they're attacking us. And they're getting so much joy through our midfield. But the primarily biggest issue, as has been pointed out by you good people, is both those goals have come down our left-hand side, where we've got a left-back who's not a left-back and a left winger who, despite scoring, won't defend. So, you know, people will exploit your weak spot. If you walk into a pub and do a pub quiz and you say, I'm the best pub quiz person in the world, but don't ask me a question about geography, they're going to do a whole round on geography because they know you're dangerous and they know your weakness. And that's exactly what Porto have done. They've just exploited our weak area, which is our midfield and our left-hand side. And that is why we have squandered a 2-0 lead. Now, we're a bit fortunate to be 2-0 in front because credit to Rashford and Rasmus, but a decent keeper would save both of those. I would question that we definitely should have stopped both of our goals as well. So 2-2 is probably quite a fair scoreline. 56% possession for Porto. 3 shots on target each. Basically the same on corners. Basically the same on passes. And basically the same on pass accuracy. So we can't argue with the scoreline. You know, we don't deserve to be losing, but we have squandered a 2-0 lead. I don't understand his midfield setup. I would have played Garnacho, but Garnacho's got a knock. So I can't argue with the front three. I think Rasmus needed to play. And if Garnacho's got a knock, in hindsight, Rashford and Ahmad are the right selections. We haven't got a left back. I think this is a massive thing that you have spoken about for about 8 months. I don't understand how Jason Wilcox, Eric Ten Hag, Omar Barada, Dan Ashworth, I mean, fucking hell. So David Brailsford did a review for 6 months. How the hell did the left back section of the review get burnt? It just doesn't make any sense to me. This is, you know, on the one hand, we want to make Man United great again. On the other hand, let's play a season without a left back. It's a specialist position. You know, it's like saying, let's put a centre back up front. Like, it's a specialist position and everybody knew it. And I would say comfortably, most of our goals we've conceded this season has been in the left-back position. Even the winner for Brighton was because there was no one on the left-hand post. The first goal against Spurs, no one on the left post. Both goals today, no one on the left post. You know, no one defending the left-hand side. It's incredible how many goals we're conceding because we haven't got a fucking left-back. But ultimately, when I saw that team come out tonight, and let's get it back on the screen, I don't like to say I told you so. I want Man United to win. That's all I want. And when we were 2-0 up, I was enjoying it. And I was like, you know what? As United fans, we get the piss taken out of us all the time. And there will be United fans that want us to lose tonight because they want to say I told you so about Ten Hag. But I always want to win. Even if Ten Hag gets sacked on Monday and we give Southgate the job, I'm Southgate out, but I want us to win against Brentford. I just want Manchester United to win. I can put aside what I think about managers or owners or the Glazers. I want Man United to win. So I was enjoying it when we were 2-0 up. But I'm not surprised it's 2-2. I'm not surprised it's 2-2 because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. And that's what Man United is. It's the definition of insanity. And that's what it's been like for very many years now. I would hope that we can get out of this game without losing it. I'd be very disappointed to lose to Porto because I don't think they've shown anywhere near enough to beat us. But we are more than regularly architects of our own downfall. But when that team came out earlier, what did I say? I don't like the team. I've tweeted it. I've said it to you good people. I don't like that team. And the reason I don't like that team is because I cannot stand the midfield. We take that midfield to Villa Park, we're fucked. Absolutely over. People like Onana, Jacob Ramsey, Tielemans, McGinn, Rodgers, they will kill that midfield. They will absolutely kill it. When Casemiro is slower than Eriksen, you've got a problem. And I don't know what he's doing with that midfield at all. I really don't know what he's doing with it. And you've got to question the manager on that. Don't know what he's doing with it. Really don't know. I would rather see Collier and Agate for legs and tenacity. It's very, very clear the way we've set up in this game is to be a defensive 6 away from home, which is fine, and an attacking 4 on the break. Put some legs in the midfield. Don't put fucking statues. And that's what we've done. Eriksen's been good on the ball. I don't think Eriksen's had a bad game. He's been good on the ball. But away from home, where you need a bit of tenacity, it's just, there's not enough in there. It's just not in there. Casemiro literally reduces our percent. I mean, I think Casemiro's been really bad again for me. I just think he's clearly done. And we're trying to resurrect something. But, you know, they're pinpointing him here on TNT, actually. And I think they're trying to pinpoint his passing ability. But, look, again, in possession, his passing's been quite good. But that's not where the problems have come. We've scored 2 goals. You've got to defend. It's all right highlighting Eriksen and Casemiro's passing, but we're away from home. You've got to defend. You have to keep the manager to break the player power, but when he picks this midfield, it's hard, says Stephen. I still don't understand why Amas hasn't been given a chance. Delo just isn't good enough, says Lance. Van Arnholt and Kouazi available for free. Surely better than Delo, says Mitchell. How could Amas be any worse? says Unreal. Apart from mentality and performance, Casemiro has been decent. How now get Lindelof for Martinez and we are golden. Probably one of the worst comments I've ever read, Ayush, but thank you very much. Mark, of the last 5 goals we've conceded, 4 have come off the left wing. Our board is totally screwed up in not getting a left back, says Mojo. Ethan Campbell, thank you. Remember the name Omar Mamouche, says Clutch. And I remember first year Ten Hag subs would be good, but that's got away from him. Club must be rotten. Even some newer players have no backbone, says Common Human. Why not try Mesraoui on the left? Onana is so bad that Dean Henderson was a better choice, says Lefam. Yeah, I don't really understand the Onana criticism. He's not at fault for the first goal. I'm watching the second goal here. Delo, disgraceful. Disgraceful. Rashford doesn't track his manner as well. I mean, Onana, I'm tired of him palming it back into danger. I mean, there's just no reason to do what he does here. Mario runs off Rashford. That's terrible from Rashford. They've highlighted it there. Pepe runs off Martinez. But Onana just doesn't have the handling skills. He just doesn't have them to palm them away from danger. He constantly palms it into danger. But Martinez loses his runner. Rashford loses his runner. Delo misses the tackle. It's another game where 4 people have cost us. Second goal. Cross comes in. Again, free cross into the box. You can't let people have that space to put a cross into the box. It's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Left-hand side. Left-hand side again. Man United Hodge, welcome to Members Club. It does not matter how good a goalkeeper is with his feet if he's bad with his hands, says it's Cyan. And sorry to interrupt. I think you missed my super before, says G. There's a lot of them coming in. I'll try my best. What coach doesn't realise they've put 80 crosses in down the same half space before their 2 goals even happen, says George. Well, they've done nothing down Ahmad's side. They've done nothing down Mazraoui's side. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, football's a very simple game. And all Porto have said is, they're shit down the left-hand side. Let's target them. Let's do it again and again and again and again and again. And that's what they've done. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner, get involved. We've got player ratings in the second half. We've got fan forum and all sorts after the game. You can change the midfielders all you want, but the tactics are consistent. Some players would fail in this system, says OG. We are playing a defensive midfield pivot, and every time we are defending, they are marking thin air. They're not quick enough, Barney. They're not quick enough to play as a pivot. Malacia hasn't played in a year and a half. It's not right as fans to know what's going on. Why does the club not say anything, says Mikel. Rashford cost us both goals. Didn't track the left back, says Ethan. Why not? Done that one as well. I'm just catching up on these here. Okay, we did that one. We did that one. We did that one. Who's our best player in your opinion, says TR33. Mazraoui. I don't think he's done anything wrong. Interested to hear what summer transfer you would have sacrificed to get a left back, because we know we couldn't sell anyone else. And that's the truth, AC, isn't it? I guarantee Ineos wanted a left back. I guarantee Ten Hag wanted a left back, and we probably didn't have any bloody money because we couldn't sell Lindelof or Maguire. I mean, why is Maguire not gone? Why is he not gone? He's not in the England squad. What did you say in the summer? What did we say in the summer? Maguire is running a massive risk staying at Manchester United because he'll lose his England spot, which he loves. He loves his England squad. He's not in the England squad because he's not playing for Man United. And, part of me thinks good. Part of me thinks good. You can't have your cake and eat it. Southgate's not the manager anymore. Fair play to Lee Carsley, because Southgate would have picked Maguire and he would have started him because he's got favourites. Lee Carsley's dropped him because he's not playing football. Fair play. And that's on Maguire. He should have gone. And if he had gone, we probably would have got a fucking left back. Meridian has got Martinez and De Ligt locked down. Porto put crosses into their target man and score, whereas our wingers decide to cut in, says Jack. Casemiro literally reduced percentage to win. I've done that one. The number of donations for everyone suggesting for left back position would have bought us a left back, says Ryan. Do you think we'll go for a left back in January, says Chris? We should have gone for a left back last January, Chris. We don't have any outlet passes from the back, says it's Cyan. Please say hi to Jack Brassy. He's always watching, says Hannah. Hi, Jack. What is the origin of 2 + 2 = Matic, says Simon Stone. Ricky. He loves Matic, and he used to go, 2 + 2 is 4. It's obvious. So he'd go, 2 + 2 is Matic. Matic is the answer. Porto goalkeeper is wondering what more he can do, says Onin. Rasmus and Rashford should start their own decorating business, papering over the cracks, says Keith D. 94 is the combined age of our midfield. Nah. Oh, 3 of them, Ghosty, okay. Andy Weatherall's gifted a membership. Thank you very much. 2 tactically clueless teams, says Ivan. And I miss having overlap fullbacks, says Michael. And I love Delit, but he should do better on the second. Jack, obviously, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I don't think Delit should do better on the second at all. I think he does absolutely everything he can do. At the end of the day, it's a cross that never should come in from a position that never should be allowed. That cross comes from the edge of our penalty box on the left-hand side, our left-hand side, their right-hand side. Nobody closes it down. Whoever puts that cross in for Porto has got a free hit, and he puts it right in on the 6-yard box first time. As a defender, you haven't got any time to set yourself. He doesn't take a touch. He puts it in first time. As a defender, you're defending on your 6-yard box from a cross that comes in first time, where the striker, it's a pinpoint cross, and all you can do is try. And he ain't no slouch. Omaridian's no slouch. He's a big lad. I don't think Delit or Onana can do anything. That cross is almost undefendable because it's right on the 6-yard box. You've got to stop it at source. The big problem with that is, what knobhead team is letting a team put a cross like that in? And we know what. We know what team. When that cross goes in, you've got a 50-50 chance of stopping it. You're not the favourite. The new manager won't have a left-back either, says Liam. Need improvement next half. Come on, United, says Strider. United lose today and on Sunday, and will Ten Hag be sacked, says Sunsets. I would say so. We should have kept Alvaro. Stupidity lost him, says Stephen. Overpaid clowns, all of them, says Harvey. Shout out to what this club used to be. Can you say, Nick, you get a job, you dosser? That's from Martin J. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Looks like Garnacho's going to come on. I can't imagine who it's going to be for, because it'd be very harsh to take off Ahmad. But, yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But he's definitely warming up. I can't see who it would be for. I just can't see. If it's Ahmad, it's really harsh. Really harsh. I'd take Casemiro off. I have to keep an eye on that. Well, they're making the sub. Ahmad's on. Rashford. If it's Rashford, he must be injured. Unless Ten Hag's finally had enough. Thanks everyone who's subscribed, by the way. We're on 946,000. Closing in on 2 million. Garnacho for Rashford. I'd say it's injury, surely. Surely. I mean, I tell you what, if he's took him off for not doing the defensive work, that's a big call. If he's took him off because he's injured, what can you do? Earl says he's resting Rashford for the weekend. Mate, I don't think you understand. You know everyone who keeps talking about rotation and resting? You're talking out your arse. This guy's about to lose his job. He ain't got time to be resting people for Villa. Like, if he loses to Porto, that might be it, regardless of Villa. Win one, lose one might not be enough for him. So, next sub for me would be Agate for Casemiro, and we might have a fucking chance. WM says Rashford was the best player in the first half. Depends how you look at the game, mate. It depends how you look at the game. Offensively, looked quite dangerous. Defensively, not helping Delo out enough. I'd say he's got a knock. I don't think he's been taken off for a bad performance. Here's Garnacho down the left. BT just listed the times we've conceded 2 or more goals in 9 minutes or less in European competitions. It's horrific. 6 separate occasions in 1 year, says Goldio. Here's Garnacho. Went for a shot from distance. Are there any academy under-21 left-backs with promise, says Jay. Amas. Have faith we will get the winner here and we will support my team despite all the negativity, says Keith. What a joke your club is, says Joe. Porto are on the attack here. Right, we've got... Oh, my God. He's going to get a shot off here. Bloody hell. Good save, Anana. Where? He's quick. He's quick, that Porto player. I genuinely thought Ahmad and Mazraoui would catch him. Fucking hell, look. They never closed on him at all. Good save, Anana. I need to do the timer for the second half, sorry. What are we at? 47.05. That could have been... You know what? I thought they were going to score then. Literally, start of the second half. He was rapid, wasn't he? I thought, you know, I've always thought Ahmad was quick, so that Porto player must be bloody rapid. Never, ever made any ground on him at all. Richard, I'm all for sticking by the manager, but how many players have improved under Ten Hag? Delo maybe, not many more. Oh, I don't like that though, mate. I think it's such a waste of time as a comment because it's so subjective. When you're playing badly, no one's improved, but when you're playing well, look at Mainu, look at Garnacho, look at Rasmus. You know, when they're sat on the side doing that iconic picture, oh, they're the future and they're all Ten Hags. But when you're playing shit, who's he improved? I think it's very subjective. Hi, Mark. I'm a bit drunk, but if you're not to play like this with Villa, they'll win. Oh, 100% HPN. Robert McCormack says it's obviously an injury with Rashford. I agree. Are there any... done that one as well. Mark says, why would it be hard to take off Ahmad? No one passes to him. Nothing going down the right. Not dynamic at all. Same attack left side all game, says Mark. All the talk of possible managers. Would you have Ranić back? He saw the issues. No, you can't go back, Marcus. It's like people saying, should you bring Jose back? You can't go back. You should never go back. The press never allow it. Ahmad was open many times and barely got the ball, says Corpus. Marcus and Martinez ping it to him and don't remember either of them doing it the whole half, says Corpus. And hi, Mark. I think you missed out 6 memberships I donated, says Kieran. Well, I didn't, Kieran, because I'm about to announce it. You're an absolute legend. Thank you very much. To Kieran. What subs would you make in the second half, says Strider? I'd like more legs in the midfield, mate. Oh, my God. You've got to look at the centre-backs there. You've got to look at the centre-backs there. I mean, fucking hell, I can't defend that, just like they can't defend it. Get Lindelof and Maguire back. All is forgiven. Fucking hell. What are them centre-backs doing there? Carragher's having a right... Carragher's getting the tissues out. I was right. I fucking told you I was right. I'm Jamie Carragher. I was right. Martinez gets burned and De Ligt loses him on the front post. I mean, it looked like... To be fair, the pass looked offside to me, but... Oh, centre-backs have just been absolutely burned there. That's Carragher's wet dream. dear, oh dear, oh dear. How do you go? Mate, what did I tell you about Monday? What did I tell you about Monday? He's gone. He's going to be gone, isn't he? Robert McCormack says our centre-backs are a joke. Mate, I can't believe what I've just seen. Martinez gets absolutely burned for pace and then De Ligt loses his man. There is centre-backs. But again, the ball comes from the midfield. I need to look at that goal again. I'm watching it back here. Let me watch this goal back. I think it comes from the midfield. I really do. The centre-back should do better, but Eriksen's out of position. Drops back in. Casemiro loses his man. Fuck, it's Casemiro. The play through the midfield, too easy. I fucking knew it. One pass from the back. That midfield is fucking rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Watch that goal back. I'm blaming the centre-backs, but look at the midfield. Watch that goal back. It'll be Martinez and De Ligt who get the blame, quite rightly. But I'm telling you now, look at Casemiro. It's one pass into the area that he's marking. Nowhere near it. Slips it through. Fucking midfield. I told you. Fucking told you when the team news came out. What the fuck is he doing in that midfield again? Galatasaray, Copenhagen, now Porto, middling European teams giving us a head start and still coming back. Zero progress. Ten Hag will be gone on Monday, says Jim. And Mark, it's not good enough. Ten Hag needs to go. Do one. His signings have been awful, says Joe. Pinky in the brain at centre-back. Absolute toilet, says Harvey. Both centre-backs got done on that play, says Kyle. Yeah, they did. But look at the midfield on the build-up as well. Wasn't just the centre-backs. Again, it's another goal we've conceded where there's about 5 people responsible. It's never one. It's about every goal we concede, there's about 5 or 6 people responsible. Casemiro continues his sabotage, says Marlow. Normal service has been resumed, says Rock. How is Agate not starting, says Theo. And these aren't professionals, says TK Crow. Right, Bruno's not going to get onto that. De Ligt is not that guy. Abysmal performance, says Connor. De Ligt is lightweight, can't play a high line, says Jamie Carragher. Just sack him, we're going nowhere. There's zero style, says Kieran. Let me just get rid of Jack. There we go. This season, Martinez has been shaky. This matches all players, not Ten Hag, says Zandy. Well, what did I say to you before the game? I said to you before the game, you can't. I don't trust these players. So give them a 4-0 lead, I wouldn't trust them. Casemiro never should have started this game. That's on the manager. Like, he never should have started this game. Never. Never. Go back to the start of this watch-along. I'm very positive about Man United. I normally say don't judge the team. And I said, I hate this team. I fucking hate it. Eriksen, cut back to Bruno. You took too long. You took too long. What are you taking a fucking second for? Bruno's right. You're a fucking international footballer on 150k a week. Why have you taken a second there? Cut the fucking ball back. Fucking hell, that was so simple. Cut the fucking ball back. We'll win this game. We're going to win this game. I'm the only one saying it. We'll win this game. We will win this game. Watch. That might be the red wine. We're going to win this game. If we look after the ball... Oh, fuck it. If we look... Oh, fucking hell. What the hell is Martinez? Martinez has had a shit game, hasn't he? You know what? I'm just going to say this now. This is what I was trying to say on Sunday. You know when you get all these bloody free hitters on YouTube and Twitter trying to say, there is players. When I say the players are the problem, I didn't say, like, it matters how many are Ten Hag signings. The players are the problem. Martinez is a Ten Hag signing. Doesn't mean he can't be a problem. Fuck knows why he's become a problem, but he is a problem tonight. Eriksen, Casemiro, they are Ten Hag signings, but they are a problem. I don't know why people think just because you get bought by a manager, you're living in their house having fucking cups of tea and biscuits. Like, you can get infected by the culture of the dressing room. And it always happens at United. Look at Bruno. The first 2 years, he was brilliant. And now he's part of the problem. These players just get infected by, I don't know, whether it's pressure, expectation, you know, laziness. I don't know what it is, but every player that we sign becomes inconsistent. Good tackle, Ahmad. Good tackle. That's a foul. Send him off. Give him a red card, ref. Bottled it. Come on. Casemiro. That should have gone to Ahmad about 20 years ago. Do you regret saying we're going to win it? No. There's half an hour to go here. Come on. Come on, lads. Prove me right. If I know football like I think I do, we're going to win this. Garnacho. Don't shoot. Straight at the keeper. It was a good shot, but straight at the keeper. Our expected goals conceded last season was 2 per game. This season, it's over 2 per game. Players in defensive positions has changed. Tactics and manager hasn't. This isn't rocket science, says Mr. Glenn Johnson. Mark, you might win this, but the next 2 we're going to lose. Just the fans, players want him gone as well, says Udit. Can't sack Ten Hag. Glazers need their dividends, says Louis. Porto, says Liverpool fan. I sadly think the injuries have cooked Martinez. He's been pony for a while, says Jack. Apparently he plays very well for Argentina, though. International football, though, innit? Slower. Phil says Martinez has been crap since Palace. And what's worse, McFred or Malit? Jury's out, says Harvey. It's the system, says Classic. Improving to top 6 in the Premier League is all that matters, says 20 times. The midfield just doesn't pick up the second balls. Like, you know, De Ligt and Martinez are winning headers there, and then we're not winning the second ball in the midfield. There's no fight in the midfield. We're not winning the ball in the midfield. I would have taken Callier over Casemiro, says Chad. All these players are making terrible decisions, says Zandy. We'll never win anything while we have Rashford, Bruno and Another. They should be sold before the manager, says Sheriff. Forget about the fans who want United to lose. I feel like some players want him gone too. Well, Udit, that's always the danger, isn't it? It's a good ball by Bruno, but I don't think Garnacho's going to get there. We win the throw-in high up the pitch. The manager did pick the midfield, Corrie. There is nowhere to hide. I hate to say this, but I think Southgate's coming, says Gary. Mate, make sure you subscribe to the United Stand, because if Southgate comes in, you haven't seen toxicity until you've seen Southgate as Man United manager. I've told you, no fucking chance. I'm not giving him a chance. No way. This guy is clapped. He's absolute shite. I will not put up with it. No. In the first time in history, I will not give him a chance. Never. Never going to happen. It'll make good content, but no. Absolutely fucking not. I don't care if we win 6-0 every week. I still won't back him. Do you think Yoro's pace will stop some of these, says James? Yeah, Martinez's lack of pace there kills us. I mean, De Ligt should do better, but it is difficult as a centre-back if a striker makes good movement. He goes front and then he goes backwards and then forwards. But Martinez on that goal he just gets burnt. Absolutely burnt. But if you've got the time to look back at it, look at where the pass comes from. There is no pressure on the ball from Casemiro. It's lazy again. But as Corey said, who picked the fucking team? Why you'd trust Casemiro in a game like this is laughable. Absolutely laughable. Don't shoot, Bruno. Fucking shoots. This ref's shit, mate. This ref is so shit. How's he not giving a foul there? He's absolutely shit. He's got to change the midfield here. Go on, Mazraoui. I think he's the only player on the pitch who's actually had a good game. Delo whips the cross. Edge of the box. Mazraoui. Side netting from Garnacho. We need to get Unai Emery. We've got no chance of getting Unai Emery. I don't know who you think we are. This is as bad as the Prats who said we need to get Cole Palmer. Why the fuck would Unai Emery come to Man United? Oh, hello! You want to take me to Man United, do you? Well, first of all, I don't want the job. I like being at Aston Villa, where I don't have to talk to Dan Ashworth, Barada and Wilcox about who I can sign. I've also got a better squad. I'm also in the Champions League. I'm also really happy. But just for a laugh, even though I've rejected you for multiple reasons, let me pass you on to my CEO. Yeah, I'm the CEO of Villa. If you want Emery, you're going to have to give us about 30 million. Hello? Hello? Yeah, fuck off. Got no chance. The arrogance of some of our fan base is hilarious. Let's go and get Emery from Villa. Having a fucking laugh. Having a laugh. Otto says, if you're not tall, you better be quick. Says about Martinez. Bruno, the mind, the playmaker, in a position to make a great pass, decides to shoot, says Kywin. Garnacho should have hit that one first time. Why didn't he hit that one first time? Don't worry, Mark. If I get the job, I won't pick Casemiro. I'll replace him with Maguire, says Gareth. I mean, if you think Ten Hag has favourites, bloody hell, Southgate. Not one player has improved since joining. We've all gone backwards. Toxic culture. Standards allowed to slip over a number of managers. Serious issues, says JP. Southgate had given Maguire a new contract, says Rajiv. I've backed Ten Hag, but this game's finished me. Well, the game's not finished, Lou. What are the stats looking like? It says display. I'll have a look now. Let's get him up. 50-50. You know what? We shouldn't be losing this game. We should be getting at least a point here. Look how slow Casemiro is. Oh, for fuck's sake, mate. What the fuck? That is a player who doesn't fucking give a shit. What's Martinez doing 35 yards out trying to volley? That is a centre-back who is not a goal scorer shooting from 35 fucking yards. The indiscipline in this team is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Darian says it's hard to believe he started Casemiro and Eriksen in the same midfield. Erik Ten Hag didn't give himself a chance. I'm excited to subscribe to the Solihull stand if Southgate gets the job, says Chris. How we got Agate over Onana needs investigation, says Tony. What do you think we should have... sorry, what's that? When do you think we should have sold Rashford, says TR33. Good save by Onana. Had a meeting and came back to this. What happened, says JPL. Ten Hag has signed 14 first-team players. He's finally built his dream team, and then we sack him, says 20 times. Tactic issue. Ten Hag man marks with players that can't run. Watch pressing sequence just before we concede the third. Why is it always more than one person at fault? Great point, TK1. I said glutton for punishment, but this is unreal what's happened, says Jack. And Bruno, we've done that one from K1. Thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Still time here. 25 minutes. Remember I said we'd win this game. I'm owning it. Fucking hell. If it goes 4-2, we're not fucking doing anything in this game. Take a walk down Positivity Street. It's empty. I mean, really, where you're at the moment is, do these players want it? Do they want it? That's what it's about now. You've got 25 minutes. It's 3-2. I look at the 3 goals we've conceded, and I think every one of them is just abysmal. And I'm now like 25 minutes. If you're interested, we'll get back into this game. If you're not interested, they've given up. And I think that's exactly the way Ineos will look at it as well. To me, they're playing as if they've got that element of, yeah. I'd love to see the stats on how many goals conceded in the first 5 minutes of second half under Ten Hag. It's ridiculous as Fairway 5. Do you think Eric gets the sack if we lose, says Aston? No, I think he'll get the Villa game. Bullo says, if he loses this game and against Palace on Sunday, well, it's Villa on Sunday. And Zandy says, where are the subs? This is why it gets me heated. What needs to change going forward, says Daniel. He's not going to make it to Villa Park, says John. Well, here's the subs, but they're not the subs I would make. I mean, why not? Why is he not changing the midfield? These subs don't make sense to me. It's going to be Rasmus and it's going to be Anthony. 2 subs and neither of the midfielders. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, I would say Rasmus only ever had 70 minutes in him, but how? I'm actually watching this game and I don't fucking understand why Casemiro's on the pitch. I just don't understand it. And yes, Bruno's been shit again. Look, the way Porto get at our back four because the midfield's not there is terrifying. I mean, what's fucking Martinez doing there? It's just... How you'd watch this game as even a 6-year-old and not say I need to sort the midfield out is unbelievable. The coach is so bad he should leave, says Fayan. I feel the enormity of the job has squashed him, says Narnbread. Amazing how open we've been for so long under Ten Hag and he's done nothing about it. 24th time we've conceded 3 or more goals under him, says Duncan. Now he should bring Mason for Bruno. He's not on the bench. And Agate for Casemiro. Even Xerxes for Ericsson to win, says Kaiwan. Absolute bottle jobs, says Delicate Official. No hair, no hairdryer. He needs to borrow one, says Stephen. I'd love to see that I've done that one as well. Well, 20 minutes to go. I've got to be honest. Ahmad and Rasmus for Xerxes and Anthony. I don't know whether that's... I hope it improves us, but they're just not the subs I would have made. I'd be looking to get hold of the midfield to give the attackers more of the ball. I mean, fucking shooting from... I just don't know what to say to you. Fucking guess what happened, everybody? Bruno went for a fucking Hollywood shot from nowhere. Prick. Absolute prick. You've tried it 3 times, mate. 3 times you've tried it and it hasn't worked. Maybe pass the fucking ball. And this is where people are right about Bruno. Odegaard wouldn't do it because he's a possession-based number 10 captain who understands his job is to help the team win by keeping hold of the ball and not fucking going for risky shots every fucking chance he gets. It's a problem. I did a video in March. It's a problem. He's too erratic. Way too erratic. He's fucking Hail Mary every fucking time. He's like the quarterback in the NFL who goes for the Hollywood pass every fucking time instead of keeping possession and building up for a better opportunity. Come on. Ericsson. Corner. He really took Amaf off. Another sackable offence as United won. If Delo is left back, we need a left footer on the left wing instead. We have no one. Here we go. Short corner. Anthony. Guess what Anthony did, everybody? Can you guess what Anthony did there when he got the ball and everyone was in the box? Guess what he did? Guess what he did. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please. Guess what he did. Guess what Anthony did when he got the ball on the edge of the box. Yeah, you're right. He went for a fucking shot. I tell you what, the next manager has got a fucking big job with Bruno and everybody else. I can't believe they're still thinking that shots from stupid areas is going to ever make a fucking difference. Every pass is panic, panic, panic in the final third, says Will. When you do a Band-Aid fix for everything, the entire club becomes a Band-Aid, says Abhishek. Even the players have had enough, says Aston. Long shots are a sign of desperation. There's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go and we're shooting from the fucking 30 yards. Oh, Garnacho was that ball. Garnacho was the ball then. If Delo is a left back, we need left foot. I wish we offered 180 million for Declan Rice when he was available. I'm tired of these players, says Otto. Here's Garnacho. Don't shoot. Corner. I thought he did a fidget spin, says MSJ. Bruno just isn't the leader we need. He's very wasteful, says Marlowe. Carragher quote tweeted you laughing, then deleted it, says Jonathan Berry. Gary probably told him to delete it. In fact, Carragher is all right, and he probably saw that and saw the banter in it, and then Gary was like, delete it! Don't give that Goldbridge anything, or you're sacked. You won't be on stick to football. Carragher's actually got a sense of humour. Martinez, little dink to the back post. Garnacho. What a shit shot that was. Kept in by Anthony. Whip it, whip it. If we can have 15 minutes of this, we go... Oh. Come on, come on, come on. I don't know whether Carragher did quote tweet it, by the way. I'm going off of your lot. Thanks everyone who's watching. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Commentators going in on how Garnacho is ineffective, says Refinery. I wonder why Garnacho's ineffective. I wonder who he got subbed on for. I wonder who they're trying to... Oh, fuck off. Why is Casemiro still on the pitch? I'll tell you what. Ineos chased Agate for 3 months and spent £60 million on him. They must be sat there going, Why am I watching Casemiro when I've spent £60 million on Agate? They've got to be thinking it. Here's Garnacho down the left-hand side. He's got to run at him. You've got to run at him. It's the same. It's the same as. I mean, to be fair to Garnacho, there, that's the same as what Rashford does. Though he just ran into trouble. If we had a little bit of composure, we'd be dangerous. Why was Rashford taken off, says Frank, out of all games? I don't know. Look, Rashford might have a knock. It might have been tactical. I mean, he scored a goal. But both goals came down the left-hand side, didn't they? So, I don't know. Thoughts on the incoming Anthony, Gareth Southgate, Harry Maguire combo? Sickening. Bob Geldof wouldn't do any worse as manager, says Goldio. Why is Casemiro still playing football in general, says Jackie. I'd rather have my Nana running down the wing than Anthony, says Aston. De Ligt is quicker than Maguire and allows us to play a high line. He's been factually clocked slower than Maguire. Rubbish Ten Hag signing, says Ock. Rangnick knew the right players to buy, says Lee. I've been on a flight from Luton to Dublin. I've just landed. When we took off, we were 2-0 up, says Andrew Kelly. That is tragic. Get yourself a pint of Guinness. People should be fined for taking long shots, says James. Who would you have as the next manager, says Niall? Mate, I have got no optimism at all, whatever they do. I don't... Look, I've backed Ten Hag. I will not say Ten Hag out, because I just generally... It's not even about Ten Hag. I've said this 6 months ago. I backed Ten Hag because I don't believe in sacking this manager, because I don't see anything getting any better. I'm past thinking what some people think, that sacking the manager will improve things. I genuinely do not see an improvement for this football club at all. I really don't. Maguire and Evans are coming on. Right. Okay. Can I just say something that might surprise people? I think Ten Hag wants the 17 million. Ineos, you've been punked. We all thought Ten Hag was out of his depth. He's actually just mugged Ineos for 17 million, hasn't he? He ain't real. He ain't being serious anymore. He wants the 17 million. You're trying to win a game of football when you're 3-2 down and your midfield's shit, and you bring Maguire and Evans on for Martinez and De Ligt. I mean, this is Phil Jones taking corners at Fulham, drinking cans of Carling. This is just on another level. He's having a laugh, mate. He wants the 17 million, doesn't he? He's probably sat there with Rude going, good luck, mate. I'm off on holiday. 17 million for Christmas. That'll do me. I'll get a job in the Eredivisie and I'll start again. Fucking no way. I just don't understand that. Why do you change your centre-backs? And Maguire's just booted the ball out for a fucking throw-in. Oh no, Dalot's doing a miracle to keep it in. He's going to send Bruno off now. You want to be careful. That's more of a yellow card than his first one, to be fair. Didn't even touch him, to be fair. Hi, Mark. If we lose to Villa, will you be Ten Hag out? Says Gorav. He sent him off. Sent him off. Absolute knobhead. This ref is a fucking knob. I mean, look, you know what? It's just incredible, isn't it? I mean, the first one wasn't a yellow card, and the second one is a genuine attempt to win the ball where he doesn't touch him in the head. I mean, I can't believe what I'm watching here. I can't believe what I'm watching here. The first one was a 50-50 tackle, and he got booked. The second one, he's gone to win the ball. He doesn't even hit the fucking player. Welcome to fucking Europe. Mate, you are fucking rubbish as a referee. You are rubbish. You're an absolute rubbish ref. First one was not even a fucking yellow, and the second one, I mean, what sort of woke bullshit's that? I mean, what's the guy? Where's the sweeper keeper here? Oh, thanks, Anana. Spent all that fucking money on you to be a sweeper keeper. Where was it? Where's fucking Anana then? You meant to be a fucking sweeper keeper. Bruno's had his first 2 red cards in his career. Ten Hag is cursed, says Marlow. Oh, fucking hell. You know what? It's the hope that kills you. I mean, we were 2-0 up in this game. I'd rather we lost 3-0 and played shit. We're 2-0 up in this game. Fucking hell. I can't believe he's played Casemiro and Eriksen for fucking 90 minutes as well. I'm absolutely out. I'm absolutely confused. I'm so confused. I was confused by the starting lineup. I'm confused by the substitutions. I genuinely think, and you can, you know, I get clipped up out of context all the time. Clip this one up, put it on TikTok, put it on your mantelpiece. This guy in charge of this football club wants £17 million. That is the only thing I can take from tonight. He wants £17 million in his bank on Monday. Check his fucking emails. I bet he's got a week in Centre Parks booked from Tuesday. I guarantee you it. And I bet he's booked all the fucking activities. I bet he's doing the rope climb. I bet he's doing the rapids. I bet he's got all the bikes booked. Booked himself into bloody Café Rouge. He wants £17 million. I'm telling you. Nobody in football management, when they're losing 3-2 and their midfield is shite, takes off his 2 centre-backs for Maguire and Evans. Nobody in world football does that. This guy has punked us all. He's literally scammed us all for 17 million quid. And I almost feel like applauding him. I almost feel like going, well, you had me. You've done me, mate. And even the Ten Hag hours, they thought he wanted the job. He don't fucking want the job. He just wanted the biggest fucking payout he could get. He's had us all. Ten Hag in, Ten Hag out, 17 million quid. He's not serious. He is not serious. I can't believe he picked Casemiro and Eriksen from the start and then he's kept them on for 90 minutes. He ain't trying to win this game. And also, £60 million on Agate And he sat him on the bench for the whole fucking game. Madness. Absolute fucking madness. Oh, look, I will not say those words. I will not say those words Ten Hag out because I just genuinely don't think a new manager makes any difference. And I hope to get proven wrong. But you've got to have a manager that wants to fucking win. And he don't fucking want to win. No way. Absolutely no chance he's trying to win this game. I wouldn't give him the Villa game because if he's going to pick a team like this, he ain't going to fucking try, is he? He's going to pick some stupid, weird shit. Um, 86 minutes. Mark, do you still think we're going to win? Well, when Bruno gets sent off, mate, I don't think he should have been sent off, so that's that. I don't get why Ten Hag always makes centre-back subs. Never seen a manager sub centre-back so much. Great point, Dazzo. You're Euro 50 million, Agate 62, Anthony, okay. Okay, Jay just said he's wasted a load of money. Ten Hag is the professor in Heist, says Shun. Put some respect on Ollie's name. No, Rash, I won't be doing that. Do you not remember Leicester, Watford, Liverpool? This put respect on Ollie's name. I love people who put respect on Ollie's name, completely forget the style of football and completely forget the last fucking 2 months. I love the, you know, so in 3 years' time, when we sack the next manager, will you put respect on Ten Hag's name and polish his trophies? Respect fucking Ollie, you knobheads. The cult of Ollie is absolutely hilarious. They don't talk about he didn't win anything. They don't talk about the style of football being shit. And they don't talk about the fact that we got stuffed by Watford, Leicester, Liverpool in the last month. Sack him tonight, says Henry. Might happen. Roy, it feels like you already knew. Mate, it feels like sabotage tonight. That's going to be my headline. It feels like fucking sabotage. I'll say it how I see it. Good shot by Garnacho, by the way. But, yeah, it feels like sabotage tonight. I'm absolutely stunned by it. And, you know, you can blame the players. Of course you can. But there were so many selections he could have made tonight that were just weird. This will be 4-2 on the break. This will be 4-2 on the break. Mikael says he can't believe he's saying Ten Hag out. Mate, I need to set up the match reaction here. What am I going to go with? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. Well, we're about to hit the 89th minute. Porto on the attack, cross into the box. Maguire clears it away. One of my mates just won't stop fucking messaging me. Not a United fan. Shut it. Anthony wins a corner. Well, Maguire's on the pitch. You never know. I don't think Ten Hag wants us to fucking equalise anyway. Oh, Bruno's disappeared. He's done a fucking Casper the Ghost. 5 minutes added on. Remember, we've got 10 men. It's not like we're laying siege to their goal. I genuinely think if Bruno hadn't have been sent off, we might have had a chance. Garnacho, another corner. Wow, we've had a go. Thanks everyone who's... Oh, fucking hell. 108,000, of which 60,000 are rival fans. Goal! Get in! Get in! Get in! Get in! Get in! It's Maguire! Get in! Get in! Get in! Get in! Get in! I've always told you Maguire was a good player. Get in! Right. Give him a contract for life. Give him a contract for life. Get in! Yes! 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 Get in! Get in! Get in! What a header! He rose like a fucking giraffe on a trampoline. Get in! What a goal! What a goal! Fucking have that! Oh, they'll be crying now. You know who you are. 50,000 rival fans, get in the bin. Get in, get in, get in. Get in, get in, get in. Get in. Come on. Come on. Oh, I didn't think that was going to happen. Get in. And I tell you what, I absolutely stand by everything I've said. Everything I've said. But that's what supporting your team's all about. It doesn't make anything we've said wrong. Doesn't make anything we've said wrong. But that's what supporting the badge is all about. Fuck all this Player FC stuff. Fuck all this manager stuff. Those moments. Whew. Ah. Get in. I'm going to change the title. I'm going to have to change the title. It was going to be Ten Hag Sabotage. I'm going to go with Maguire. World class. I don't know what to say. Maguire saves Ten Hag. Who would have thought that, eh? Who would have thought that? Oh, God. Football, eh? Football, eh? Well, at least it's fucked up all of the nasty bastards out there. At least it's ruined all the people who were going to go ringing up and, you know, headlines off United losing. Fuck them. United! 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 I can imagine them all there, sat in the fucking head office. Miserable faces. Oh, can't believe it. Oh, everything I've said. Can't believe it. Kiss that. Kiss it. It's not over yet. I've just realised. Oh, I just love this game. 132,000 people watching. Subscribe. This is the place to be. United. 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 Have it. I don't care about the name on the back of the shirt. It's the badge on the front. I tell you what, how we've got back into this game. Fucking hell. How we've done this, I don't know. Unbelievable. Sir Harry Maguire, stand up. And also, you know what? Big shout out to Garnacho. He's never fucking stopped. He's never stopped running. Even now. Never stopped. Brilliant. Look at the way he's run that back. Absolutely fantastic. Fucking brilliant by Garnacho. That pressing there, he's never stopped. Those pricks on TV having a pop at him because he's come on for super Rashford. Maybe Rashford's got a knock. Maybe Rashford's gone off with a fucking knock. Garnacho's never fucking stopped second half. And that's probably why Ten Hag's brought him on. Because he never fucking stops. And that's the final whistle. I tell you what, we'll take that. We will take that. How we've got away with that, fuck knows. Don't worry. I'll be breaking that down in the match reaction. How he stuck Eriksen and Casemiro on the pitch. We'll break that down. Don't worry about it. Break it down. But, whew, bloody hell. Absolutely bloody hell. Gareth Southgate says he'd love to kiss my backside. Maguire is our Lord and Saviour, says Kai. The most expensive fridge saves Ten Hag. Maguire starting on Sunday, says Robert. Robert, for the first time in ever, I think I'd have to agree. Why would you not start him? A bad circus is often saved by a good clown, says Marlowe. Imagine how pissed Ten Hag is now. Whoa. Look, I've got to go over and do the match reaction, but honestly, I'll mention it again on the match reaction. I genuinely think the way he managed that game, I think he was thinking about 17 million. I really do. I just don't understand what he was... I don't understand what he was doing. Big up Maguire. Big up Garnacho. Bruno's been sent off again. I mean... Ten Hag almost looks disappointed as he's clapping. He's going, oh shit, I might keep my job. What the fuck's going on? Casemiro's played 90 minutes. Absolute shite. Anyway, match reaction. We'll talk about it there. I'll see you in a minute.